during my first or second year.
Mhm.
And I said, I'm going to go
All right, guys. So I know I've been silent here. Um, but yeah, today is quite interesting. So as you guys know, yesterday I was expecting the market to drop lower. We didn't get that. But going into today, I was able to take two trades. One was pre 9:30, which ended up in a very minor loss. Then I took one. Uh, I took one trade after 9:30, and it was a beautiful trade. So let me go ahead and show you the logic behind it. So this is show the execution today. All right. So you can see here, took a sell and got out at a 15-point loss. Then up here, look at this beautiful entry here. Why did I take that entry? If we're to dive closer, I saw this candle break below this fair value gap. And as we're trading back in there, I took that short to ride it all the way down here, which was, a run on this liquidity pool. All right. And then we have price trade retrade higher. What is this level here that's shaded? In orange is a 15-minute fair value gap. If you don't have time or don't look at the 15-minute fair value gap, look at the 5-minute chart. You see this fair value gap here. Price traded in there, and I saw us breaking down on the 5-second chart. So let's just go into the 5-second chart for a second here. So again, the first trade I took, by the way, this was a $1,600 trade because 11 contracts from 25.32 all the way to 4.42. That's about what, a 100-point move. Okay, so that was a 100-point move captured here. And then I just got in again. And expectations, we might just really run lower, below these lows today. And I'll tell you why I feel that way based on a higher time frame. But anyways, so when we trace higher here, we trade into a 5-minute and 15-minute fair value gap. And then if you look on the 5-second chart, just bear with me here. I'll look into this. You can kind of see like the structure forming here. So same thing, same reason why I got into the shorts on the 1-minute chart. Look at this fair value gap right in here. Okay, as price traded higher, started breaking down below that. So I'm just going to draw it out to make it clean. Kind of sucks on the 5-second chart. It's like it's so hard to anchor. There we go. Okay, cool. So you see how price trades below that, comes back in, boom, shorts to sell it lower. And honestly, yes, I could have got out a run below here. Nothing wrong with that, right? But I am thinking we could just perhaps trade down below here. So I saw the structure going higher into a higher time frame level. We see price breaking down, trade to fair value gap, breaks down some more, then breaks down below this fair value gap here. That is a sell, right? And then price melts lower. And now we're just consolidating, going back and forth. So we don't have to drop lower here. I could care less. I'm already in position with a stop loss in place. We'll see how that plays out. Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to explain this using my phone. So I'm going to re-explain this, but you might not see the mouse moving as much. I'm going to be talking to my Instagram audience. All right, guys. So I'm in this short here on Nasdaq. Up about $680. It's a live market here. All right. Why did I get into this trade here? Okay, I got into two trades. I'm going to explain this one first. Then I'm going to explain why I did it prior. So if you look closely here, price traded higher. In this level, this is a 15-minute fair value gap. That's a high time frame level based on a 5-second chart. This is a 5-second chart, okay? So price goes in there, and we see it break down, right? It trades higher to the fair value gap here. We see another breakdown, consolidate, then drops. If you look closely here, there's a little space between price right here, a little gap. Once price traded below that and closed below that on a 5-second chart, right when it trades back in there, boom, I hammer that lower for a short, and price has dropped ever since then. And we're currently all the way down here. Now, if we go lower or not, I don't care. I already have my stop loss in place up here. So price can trade to the fair value gap and see if it wants to continue lower. But just a wonderful trade that I'm taking on Nasdaq. I think we could just fall below intraday lows. We'll see if that happens without me getting knocked out. But again, this is a 5-second chart on the Nasdaq. Beautiful, beautiful trade execution. Taken right there. And we're seeing price move lower. Look at this effect of this fair value gap already here. If I was to extend this here. So you can see price hitting that level. And let's just see if it drops into more or if it goes knocks on my buy stop. But again, we're already in profit. I already had an initial trade that made about 1,600. So this right here is just extra. And I want to see if we can go for the lows of the day. Looks like it might come back. We'll see. 1 minute chart. All right, so this is the other trade I mentioned I took earlier today. All right, this is the 1 minute chart on the Nasdaq. Now, the same exact logic is on the 5-second chart is what applies to the 1 minute chart. Right? We run higher here, right? Then you see us start breaking down. Do consolidation, breakdown, price trades this little fair value gap here, drops lower. Now, why is this drop right here significant? Look at this fair value gap here. Space between this candle's low, high and this candle's low. That space right there. You draw it out, extend it, the gray shaded area. Once this candle closes and price trades back in there, I'm hammering that for shorts. And you see the drop here, over 100-point drop here. And again, I just re-entered. So I got out my position fully here. Price trades higher. And I got in again for some shorts, trying to see if we can really take this thing real lower. At this point, it's just extra positions being, extra trade taken. It's still a clean trade. I gave you the logic on the 5-second chart. Let's see if this continues dropping. Right now, you can see this fair value gap here. I expect that to hold off price and to give us a lower drop. If it doesn't, again, already a successful day. Wonderful trading today. Easy setup. This is a fair value gap. Price trades below it. Hammer that for shorts for 100-point drop. Wonderful trade. If you're not on my YouTube channel, you should subscribe, like for more content like this, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at KSB_Colosso. That's my Instagram, and then the Colosso Trader on Instagram as well and TikTok. All right, guys. So let's just keep watching this again. This could hit the stop loss. I won't be surprised. And honestly, I'm better off putting my stop above these highs. So if it hits it, cool. We're just going to watch to see if price even has the ability to trade above these highs here. Why do I like those highs as a potential stop? If you look very closely here, we have, and I might just put it there because I don't care. At this point, I already had a good trade today. So I'm going to move this right here. Let's see if that plays out. Okay, good. Sorry. So the reason I like this, and again, it could just knock me out. I would not care less. One, the stop loss is now above this inversion fair value gap here. Look on the 5-minute chart, we had this little back and forth. It's down close, this down movement here, and then this up movement here. So this to me is like a balanced range in price. So it shouldn't go above here. If it does, then obviously knocked out. But I might as well put my stop where it's in the area where I believe price should not really go above. So we'll see how that plays out and see if we get a further drop. We might not get it. Who knows? We'll see what happens here. So far, it seems to be wanting to respect that 5-second fair value gap. Right? If you look at 1-minute chart, it's obviously a 1-minute fair value gap too. But we'll see how if this wants to play out or not. I don't want to see these last two down close candles used as, if these are used to push price higher, then I was going to go higher. Looks like let's do that. It's like price won't push higher. If we start pushing higher here, do not be surprised if we make our way all the way back up. There's some highs, there's some liquidity on the high time frame that we have not matched or taken out. There you go. Should knock me out here. And this might just be the bullish movement it needs to go higher. Look very closely on the 5-minute chart. We do have this up close candle here. It's now create an order block. And look on the 5-minute chart here. This fair value gap here. Price has traded above it, dropped into it, used it as inversion, and could push this thing higher. I'm not gun hold on it really necessarily dropping all the way lower. It's actually a bullish market. But again, I'm just shorting what I see. This is like going to push high from here. Here you go. Okay. Well, whatever. We'll see. So for me, again, this could lead to a move all the way back. At this point, let me see. 5-minute chart. So you can see the $1,800 profit. So what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is just passing challenges on this YouTube channel. So you can see we're kind of down from yesterday, but today $1,800 up, almost back at break even 150,000. We'll go from there. But $1,800 a day, I can't complain about it. Now, what we might just see here what we could see is a legit push all the way high. Okay. Don't take that off the tape. These markets are very, very back and forth. But so far, I just won't be surprised because one thing we've done, we've ran out these lows, and then we even ran out these lows here. And then notice again this fair value gap here, 5-minute chart. Price trades above it, it goes back in it and pushes away. So at this point, I would expect these highs to be taken out. Just keep watching. On the 1-minute chart, is there an area of interest for trades? Let's see. Not necessarily. Because this, so still watch here. This could act as resistance here and draw price. Right, I'm really just gonna stay out the way here. Part of me really wants to see this thing drop. That's what I want to see. So again, notice when there's 1-minute fair value gap here, this could still push price lower. Okay, we had a run above this swing high here, so We ran above that. We're also in the fair value gap here. Does this want to drop price? Who knows? We're watching closely. If I was to pick a side, I just can't right now. This fair value gap in place. And this 5-minute fair value gap as well. Look at the 1 hour chart, see why we could be bullish today. All we did was trade into this fair value gap. 1-minute chart. And this could lead to a move all the way above these equal highs. These are smooth. Okay. Take this 5-minute off. So there's a reason to be bullish. We also have the structure behind us. So we have a low, lower high. Price trades into a fair value gap. This could push price all the way higher. It could. It could. Now, this is where price again is confusing today. Look on the 4-hour chart. What do we have? We have this big fair value gap in here. So price has traded in there. It hit the high end of it, this order block, and pushed away. So this whole 4-hour fair value gap could be a reason for this market to continue going lower. It would be an interesting move if they do go lower. That could be a reason to go lower. Then we also have this 4-hour fair value gap at the fight. So like it's a lot of stuff in place in the way. But this looks like it wants to go lower. In just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. But look at the respect that 1-minute fair value gap has given. Okay. So, and honestly, for me, the real caveat for me is the daily chart. Okay. Taking everything aside, I really see this as a potential order block here. Around these highs, then we create this aggressive move lower, and now we're trading into this. This could lead to a sell-off below here based off a daily time frame. So this is a lot of things in place here. That's why I've been trying to be bearish, because I see this down close candle as a potential. We'll see. All right, so let's give us. This to me could be a short right here. No, I'm not gonna touch it. This could be a short. I'd rather see though this 5-minute fair value gap here. I want to see us run back below that. So look at this 5-minute charts. See the 5-minute charts down close candle. It tried to close back below and it just got absorbed. So let's see, this wants to keep pushing higher. Again, I'm really on both sides of the fence today with this. The shorts were clear early in the morning, but now, so 10:30, I'm unsure of what price wants to do. I personally, this is personal. I'd rather see these markets just drop lower, just because. Just because. And look at how we're trading again. We're at the 450 level, 20,450. So that could act as a barrier price. And then if you look closely here, we saw a major rejection at 20,500. So from this, we could go ahead and visit the 250 level. From that rejection, that could lead us into going down to 250. See that sell-off? Looks good. Just down here. That sell-off looks good, guys. I'm not gonna touch it. Hands off. Palazzo, please stop. Please stop it. Stop. Come here. Come here. What's the problem? What's the problem, buddy? You sit down. Again, price drop lower, and one other thing we should watch out for as well. Or at least I'm looking at two as well. Look at this 1 minute inversion fair value gap. So it's a lot of conflicting things here to decide with. You have this level here that also could act as a barrier. In fact, let me go like this. And look on 15-minute chart as well, right? We have this potential. This could potentially act as an order block to push price higher. into this fair value gap. So it's both sides here. Unless we give up the ghost here, then it'll be clear for continuous lower prices. So unless we go with this 50-minute fair value gap, then I'll be more inclined for shorts. Or at least that 5-minute fair value gap here. Again, so far it looks good. See, we're rejecting around that 20,450 level. Those are logical levels where traders could be wanting to sell short on institutional level. That's why I'm watching it. Let me see what the dollar's doing for dollar's sake. For dollar's sake, the dollar's been going up. The dollar's screaming higher. So the indices are going to have a tough time just moving higher. Let's keep it simple. The dollar has been shouting higher, okay? Yeah, watching this 5-minute, this gray area, I'd rather see a candle close. If we get that, then depending on how I feel, I might just add 2 positions, nothing crazy. I already had a successful day. I'm gonna just add 2 positions just for ragging rights, see if we get price. Go to 20,250. So it looks like it wants to move away. Some shorts here. It's gone. Look how price is stopping right at fair value gap. So I'm personally not going to short this yet. I see it dropping one more time, but it has to show its hand. Now the 5-minute chart, the way it looks like it wants to close. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take a light risk here. I like how the 5-minute candle closed, and if this plays out or doesn't play out, I'll just be done for the day because we had a good day today. Okay, so we're gonna put the stop loss right here. You're in very, very light risk. There's no need to risk the good profits we already made. So I'm risking a very small percentage of those profits. Where originally I'll usually put on like 10 contracts. Just putting on 3 here. Right, I don't even like this trade. So I would have rather have seen, see this highlighted red area here? I would like to have seen price close outside of it. But that's okay. On a 5-minute basis, the fact that we trade below fair value gap is cool. Now I just don't want to see us trade outside this fair value gap here on the 1-minute chart. If this is good, it should deliver lower prices. Our liquidity pool right here. So I re-entered my trade here on S&P 500 less contracts. We already had an $1,800 day. And essentially, why did I get in this trade again? Look at this fair value gap here again. Watch invert. Today we're working on inversion fair value gaps. Stand it out. 5-minute chart. Price went above it. Then drops back below it. When it closes below it, as price trades higher in there, I'm shorting that. If you look now into the details, this is now the 1-minute time frame. What exists now? This fair value gap here. So as price trades into that, I want to see that this is good. It should act as an area that should drop price lower to take out these liquidity pool on the 1-minute chart. All right. Furthermore, this actually happened at the 20,450 level. So nice movement there. Price runs higher. 1-minute fair value gap here, drops. Fair value gap here, drops. Trades back into it, drops. You should see this taken out. All right, it's live price action. And this is me doing this on my YouTube again. So just another full view of price and watch and see if our trade gonna play out today. Keep you guys updated and see if this one's run below again. Intraday lows or take us to 20,250 level. So we're currently at 20,405 or 400. We'll see if it wants to run another 150 points. I was talking to my phone. I have to get some content for my Instagram, TikTok. But let's just see what happens here. Okay. I like what's going on so far. I like how we finally traded outside of this fair value gap here on the 1-minute chart. So price is permissible to trade higher in here into a series of up close candles. But when it does that, I want to see this drop. Watch that, see that's going to drop price lower again. Our eyes are all the way down here. Look at the rejection, beauty of it. And it's easier to sit back and relax when you're not risking anything major. You can then watch price for what it is. So when you have on high risk or high trade, it's harder. So I really have on a risk where I don't really care. Like, even this was go against me, I really wouldn't care. And again, the logic is there. So let's focus on what's happening in price. You can see how it hit that 1 minute order block and we see that rejection. Let's see if this wants to drive us lower. And keep in mind the fair value gaps that is fighting on a 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart. This makes price way harder to move. This is why it's not great to be fighting higher time frame fair value gaps. It can make it real harder for price just go straight to its targets. I usually like to see clean setups where I'm not fighting anything. When you're fighting this 1-hour fair value gap here, this fair value gap here, it becomes harder. We're fighting a 4-hour fair value gap here. It becomes harder for price to just trade through. So we're just following the details that we're seeing on a lower time frame. And so far, the details are telling me at least I want to see a run below these lows at minimum. And the question becomes, do we have enough energy to keep on moving way lower to 20,000, like 250? So far, price is behaving as we want to see it behave, which is nice to see. Again, we had this run up here, right? That took out this high, that then trains this fair value gap. We had this breakdown here, this breakdown, which also broke structure, good swing low here. It broke structure, traded to a fair value gap. All the consolidation or accumulating of shorts, in my opinion, is taking place here. And we see price slide out, closing below to that 5-minute fair value gap. Then trades higher one more time into a series of up close candles and paired with its fair value gap. And we see price drop again, and now we're trading higher again into a series of up close candles. So this should drop price. And for it to even be sweeter, I say it's at the 20,450 level, which is a psychological number in an area where price, some action should be taking place here. So I want to see this drop lower. If you just joined, I took 2 trades earlier, resulting in about $1,800 in profit. So again, my goal is just past top step challenges while trading live in front of you guys. So right now you can see we're almost up $2,000 for the day. It's floating profit. So already closed out 1,800. We're up about 165 in floating profit right now. And let's just see if this price can give us a run below here. I think that's what's going to happen. The structure is in place for that to take place. Let's keep watching what price wants to do here. All right, I'm putting myself on mute. I have a meeting to attend actually. So we're just going to watch this in silence, and here and there I'm going to unmute myself and discuss what price does. Or I might just end up abruptly. But let's just watch to see if price wants to keep pressing lower or if it's having a tough time. And then notice again why I feel better about this trade, right? Let's go to that 15-minute chart. Initially, I was saying how this up close candle, see how this up close candle ran up, will create an order block, look-alike order block, if you want to call it that. I said that has to give way first. Look how we have given way to drop lower. So now this 15-minute should act as a bearish order block. So as price trades in there, I want to see this drop us lower. So on the 15-minute time frame, if we kind of spread this out, again, 15-minute time frame. Okay, what does this look like to you, right? It looks like these lows could be in jeopardy. These lows first, obviously, in my opinion. On the 15-minute time frame, we had aggressive drop lower. We just created an order block right here. This order block should give us a move aggressively lower. That's what we should see. Price should not trade above this order block. If it does, we'd be wrong, but this order block here, which is paired with this previous accumulation in price, I want to see this act as resistance to slide us low and potentially all the way below here. So we're going to watch that happen. I'm going to talk on my Instagram phone, on my phone now. Okay, so to bring this full circle, guys, on the 15-minute chart, what we have here is this consolidation here. This consolidation here, if you want to be, because here it's kind of more jagged, but you can use this consolidation here. Price runs up higher. We have an aggressive break lower. And now we created an order block right here, an area where price should distribute from, which is also paired where an area where price previously took off from. So the fact that we created this order block here, this should not give way. We're in this for 3 contracts now. Okay. This up close candle, see this big move here, this down close candle. This order block should take us lower aggressively to run out at least this liquidity pool right here. And then potentially this one right here. So I'm expecting to run to at least 20,280. And to sweeten the pot, we're also at a 20,450 level, which is a psychological level where I want to see price react from. So far, everything looks like it's in place for price to give us a move lower. We're going to see if we get a run below here. I'll keep you guys updated, but it's the 15-minute time frame on Nasdaq. This is the trade I'm in with a stop loss above there. We're short, meaning we expect the market to drop lower in order for us to make money. So let's see if this happens. All right, so I'm going to put this, let me kind of move us back to where we were. Bam. Bam. What did I do? Oh, did I do something wrong here? I'm just pressing buttons now at this point. Whatever. So it makes a 5-minute chart here. So again, the 15-minute structure looks good. We have our stop loss in the right place. And on top of that, I already broke down the details on the 1-minute chart. So let's just see. So far, it's so good. Again, order block again. See that reaction. We drop lower. Created a lower low. But I want to see a run below here. That's what I want to see. See if we can get that. See if we get that, or if the 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart bulls are going to disrupt us. Regardless, I don't care. All right, I'm about to go. I'm going to leave this recording, and I'm going to mute myself, and I have a meeting to attend to in 5 minutes. So let me go ahead and prepare for that. We're just going to keep watching this to see if price wants to keep drifting lower here. Just mute myself today.